Hey growing leaders, I hope the training's going well so far. I know we're really enjoying mentoring you and seeing all of your call to actions every day. It's been so amazing to watch you interact with the page and interact with each other and support each other on this journey. So, welcome to day 4. I'm going to talk about 3 important topics that I think are crucial in this business, and they're much more personal than other subjects that we'll talk about over these next 2 weeks. So I really want to focus today on self-growth, accountability, and not comparing yourself to other coaches. So when it comes to self-growth, we talk a lot about personal development, and I know Beachbody is huge into personal development. It's one of the things that I actually love about being a coach. I never really realized how much I needed self-growth and personal development before becoming a coach. I remember when I first started and my coach said that I needed to read a personal development book, and I called them self-help books. And I said, no, I don't need that. And wow, has it changed my life in so many ways. The first book I read was Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. And it literally was a light bulb moment for me in my life. I don't know, that book just connected with me so much, and how your daily habits kind of add up and affect your life in way more ways than you ever even imagined. And impact your life. And I never really realized how negatively I was impacting my life, and how I was growing, and the choices I was making, and how it was all adding up, and I was blaming everyone else around me for my failures. In reality, I was the one holding myself back. I was the one who was not getting myself to where I wanted to be. And so that book just changed my life, and ever since then I've been a huge advocate of personal development. But I want you guys to think of personal development a step further. I want you guys, to really think about what personal development you need. So, don't just read a book. I think it's really common for coaches to, see on social media or talk to a friend or someone that says, oh my God, I love this book, you have to get it. But, okay, sometime down the road, sometime in your journey, absolutely. Write it down, take note of it. But my best advice is to read a book at this moment to help you with something that you're struggling on. So for instance, if you're struggling with relationships and connecting with people, How to Win Friends and Influence People, by Dale Carnegie is such a good book. If you're struggling with social media and how to connect with people in that way, Jab, Jab, Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk is an amazing book. Goal Setting, the book Push by Shailene Johnson. Leadership, Think, Grow, Enrich by Napoleon Hill. So again, and I have this document that kind of breaks everything out that really helps you know, okay, if this is what I feel like I'm struggling with at this time, this would be a great book to help me with that. So I really want you guys to think of personal development in that way. So make sure that you're reading books at the time that actually help you grow and learn in the areas that you need to. And again, don't kind of shy away from those other books. I'm just saying, maybe think about them down the road when you feel like that's a topic that you're struggling with at that time, or maybe you kind of just run out of things and you just feel like, oh, I could recharge on that subject and it's something that I want. Any personal development is good personal development. I just think it helps you a lot to get further in your business quicker if you actually focus on the things that you're struggling with at that time. Accountability. So when we're thinking about accountability, I really want you guys to get in the mindset of keeping yourself accountable. So I think, again, it's easy to kind of rely on other people in this business. One of the amazing parts of this business is you're running your own business, but you have a support system. I have people ask me all the time, okay, why don't you just become a health and fitness coach on your own? Why Beachbody? And I'm sure a lot of you know why, because you're coaches yourself, and you love Beachbody, and you love their mission and what they stand for, and the products are amazing, and they do so much for us as far as providing us with the tools that we need. They ship all the product for us. There's so many things that they do for us. And I think it's easy to rely on our support system and rely on our community and even the corporate leaders and our coach and other people around us. Even in this page, it's you rely on other people keeping you accountable, and it's great. I think there needs to be a balance of the accountability from your coach and your support system and other mentors and leaders in your life and in your business. But what I really want you guys to think about is keeping yourself accountable, because there's nothing more powerful than that. from day one in this business, I just knew it was something that I wanted, and I just started running pretty independently. And I'm not saying that's the best either, but one of the things that I really think helped me grow my business so quickly in the beginning is because I kept myself accountable. I was my biggest critic. I was the one pushing myself every day. I was the one, telling myself, no, I can't watch TV. I can't watch my favorite shows. I need to put in this more time. I need to form more. I need to get back to people. And I don't care what it takes. I'm going to make those sacrifices, and I'm going to hold myself to it. I'm going to use the business activity tracker. I'm going to use these other tools in order to make sure that I'm keeping myself accountable in what I'm doing. And you know what? If my paycheck isn't where I want it to be that next week, I point the finger back at myself and I say, Heather, you weren't working hard enough. You weren't doing enough in order to get to where you want to be. So do that for yourself. Keep yourself accountable, set goals for yourself, and don't expect just other people to do it. I mean, again, it's fine to have that support. I think it's great. We need those leaders and mentors around us. Like, we need this mentorship and training. Everyone needs to feel like they have someone to look up to grow and get information from. But as far as the daily disciplines, as far as, you know yourself best, you know what you're trying to achieve, you know where you want to be in your business. So hold yourself accountable, make these goals, like set it in stone, like what you're looking to achieve. And, again, like, don't make excuses for yourself, and just run and, do what you have to do in order to get there. Because it's going to be no better feeling than feeling like you're succeeding because of yourself, not because someone else is pushing you. You're doing it for you, and you're doing it in the way that you want to. And lastly, not comparing yourself to people. This is another thing coaches get so caught up in. Like, I'm guilty of it. Like, it's so easy to look at, be following these top coaches and look at all the amazing things they're doing, and get inspired by it. I'm not saying don't, definitely follow them, get inspired by it, but don't hold yourself, comparing to them, because nothing really positive comes from that. I think to a certain extent it can light a fire within you. Like I said, like, use it as motivation and inspiration, but no one's the same. No one has the same life. No one has the same goals. No one knows what you've gone through compared to that person. One of the biggest things and why we shouldn't compare is because that person's not any better than you. So, like, I don't want you to get into this mindset where you compare people, like, who started at the same time as your journey, and you think to yourself, like, oh, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what is she doing different that I'm not doing? And, maybe it's because of my upline, or maybe it's just because, oh, I'm just, like, I have all this other stuff going on in my life. It's like, don't do that. Like, be you, and think about your life and what you can be doing better. And again, this kind of aligns with, like, self-growth and accountability. Like, if you want to be doing more, then do more. Don't do more because you see other people doing more, because that's not gonna be sustainable. That's not what's gonna, make you want to work those couple hours every night. It's not what's gonna, help you to stay up late or help you to get up in the morning earlier. It has to be a personal motivation and drive that's coming from your beliefs and your why and what you're shooting for. So, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't make it about them. Like I said, I'm guilty of it myself. I think it is difficult. Some people unfollow all these other top coaches in order to not do that. So, find your balance. Think about it. Think about the type of personality you have. Can you just watch people and be inspired by them and motivated by them without letting it cripple you in your business, or trying to mimic what they're doing and not being authentically you? Because I'm telling you right now, the most beautiful thing in this business is being authentically you. That's how you're going to draw people to you. That's how, people are going to connect with you. They're going to want to be a part of your journey. And that's how you're going to inspire them, because at the end of the day, we all have the same products. We all are Beachbody coaches. The thing that makes you unique, the thing that's going to make them choose you, is you. So talk about your story, connect with, again, your strengths, your weaknesses, and work on them and discuss them and talk about them with people, and share, where you were and where you are now, and share your passions. And, you're going to attract so many people to your business, and it's just going to get easier and easier, and you're going to feel so much better about what you're doing because you're being you. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. I hope you got a lot out of this today.